Every Halloween, the world puts on masks, carves pumpkins, and pretends to be something else. But behind the candy, costumes, parties, and movies lies a night far older and more sinister than you could even imagine. A night where over 1 million satanic rituals still occur every year. Today, we pull back the veil on the true origins of Halloween and the 20-fold increase of satanic and pagan rituals that still happen every October 31st. 2,000 years ago, long before jack-o'-lanterns and Friday the 13th movies, Celtic tribes gathered for a festival called Samhain, which meant summer's end, a giant festival marking harvest close and the coming of darkness. They believed the veil between worlds thinned at nighttime. Spirits could actually cross over and their loved ones could visit them. People actually disguised themselves in animal skins and painted their faces so wandering ghosts would mistake them for ghosts. When Romans conquered Celtic lands, their festivals merged with Samhain. Centuries later, the Christian Church renamed the date All Hallows Eve, the night before All Saints' Day. But people with these old traditions didn't let it go so easily. People still left out food and lit fires for spirits. By the late 1800s, America's cities reimagined Halloween as a community celebration. Parades, games, and costumes instead of prayers. And as the country became more secular, the church's day had transformed into the world's largest celebration of evil. Hollywood has of course played a major role in what we think of as Halloween. Gothic novels and early horror films gave October 31st a sinister tone. Dracula, The Exorcist, and John Carpenter's Halloween cemented the link between Halloween and evil imagery. Meanwhile, Salem witch trial legacy kept witchcraft tied to moral danger in the US culture. The combination made Halloween the annual symbol of everything evil and supernatural. By the late 1970s, pop culture had crowned October 31st as the official night of monsters and spirits. To millions, this is just make-believe, but to others, it's more than real. Today, Halloween isn't just about candy and costume parties. It's also the largest night of satanic and pagan rituals throughout the whole entire year. Scholars estimate that among Wiccans, Druids, Pagans, and Satanists, ritual activity increases up to 20 times on Halloween. According to the statistics, there are an estimated 1.3 million rituals occurring on Halloween, which is absolutely insane. Where is all this taking place? I want to take a look at a real story of an encounter with a satanic ritual. Although anecdotal, I think it's interesting and it gives you a visual of what some of these rituals are all about.
So, yeah, it's a whole thing. So we go out there. The first thing I came across was a big rock pile with a upside down wooden cross on top and a bunch of red spray painted upside down crosses all over. And you could tell the cross, I think, was burnt a little bit. And it wasn't, crazy, super crazy. It was like, oh, this is new. This wasn't out here a few days ago. And then I found this little doll. And as I kind of investigated that doll more, a little red scarlet snake actually came up and wrapped around her neck. And I picked up there it is. I picked up the scarlet snake. And which, it was kind of weird that there's a live snake, a red snake on this doll. And I've caught a lot of snakes in my life. And that is the only one that was bleeding out of its anus. There was blood coming out of its beehole. Which, I don't know why, who knows what. It was a little weird to me. And then the night just kind of gets weirder from there. You see the red lettering in the other clip. It was a big Latin saying, like 100-foot long pretty much, on the road. I drove over it. We later translated it to, "Turn around, run, hide, he is watching you." Go further into the complex and there's these big abandoned buildings. I go into the building, still just python hunting. Like, who knows what these kids are doing out here. I thought it was strange, the Latin. Your average kid just messing around don't know Latin sayings like that. And then I come to this big room where there's the big pentagram. In the middle of the pentagram, there is a three-legged plastic chair with a blood stain in the bottom of it where you could tell something was killed, sacrificed, whatever. On each wall, there's 3 walls. On each wall, there's upside-down crosses, Latin sayings, and all kinds of stuff. As I'm kind of walking into the room, which, I don't want to sound like a psycho or anything, but that doll from earlier grabbed my leg. I don't know if I kicked it, I didn't see it, or what, but that doll from the rock pile somewhere else, I don't know if it was another doll or what, I never seen that other doll. I kick it, it seemed like it grabbed me. It's that same doll from earlier. Same thing with the cross on its forehead, the one eye cocked over, the other eye messed up. And so, it's very, very weird to me. It kind of like scared me.
So
right next,
it wasn't there, and then it was there. So
I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it.
You didn't carry it over there.
No, I didn't touch it.
So
I didn't touch
did anybody else? Was anybody else with you?
I had 2 guys with me that didn't even want to get out of the truck when they seen the first thing. They stayed in the truck.
So the same
They
doll
didn't
that
touch
you saw
anything.
on the rock pile somehow made its way to where you were?
Yep. I don't know if it's a duplicate doll or what, but it's same.
Was there more than one of those dolls?
Only doll I seen. Only doll I seen. I'm not big on the whole supernatural thing, so I'm real doubtful of it in the first place. Right next to that doll, there is a saying on the ground that says, "The omen will follow," which to me was like the creepiest thing of the whole thing. Was like, that if you interact with any of this spirit's gonna follow you. Which I'm Christian, I believe in God, and I wasn't worried. I know the good Lord has my back. But very strange, right? Very strange. As we go through, there's all kind of different stuff. In one of the rooms, there's a sleeping bag with something inside of it. I don't think it was a body, anything like that. Police went out there, investigated it. I didn't investigate further past that. Something was inside the sleeping bag, and on the walls there was, looked like red spray paint, and it said, "She was only 9, we gave her to the devil," like basically talking about sacrificing a child. And then you have this little girl's gown that's nailed to the wall with like a dark red stain on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And what was the investigation? Did you follow up and find out what they found out?
I never heard anything from it. I'm assuming they never found much from it because I never heard anything from it.
Did they know it was human blood that was in the chair?
I don't know.
Or on the...
I don't know. I would like to think it's red spray paint, but I don't know.
Wiccans and Satanists believe higher dark energy during the month of October, and it's the highest on Halloween. They coordinate large-scale rituals to channel this dark energy. Although religious rituals are 100% legal, some satanic and pagan rituals involve blood sacrifice to summon this dark energy. And beyond just the satanic rituals, countless esoteric orders and cultists host shows, candle vigils, and performances exploring liberty and the taboo. So if Halloween just started as a celebration of summer's end, how did it turn into the celebration of evil? Personally, I think Hollywood is largely to blame, but it can't be ignored that a festival celebrating the end of summer for thousands of years to a Christian holiday honoring saints for another 100 years to what is considered the most evil day of the year, with a 20x increase of satanic and pagan rituals. So I want to know what you guys think. Is there a rise in dark energy on Halloween? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you like this video, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Halloween, Halloween, jack-o'-lantern shining.